That's weird. Oops. Hmm. Sup, Glitchy? It's so weird. I am doing well. I'm a little late for the party, though. It's fine. I'm just gonna show up casually late. I'm 2 minutes late. It's perfect. Yep, there's a 4th, May the 4th. No! Gosh, darn it. Alright, I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna get AFK and get a drink. I'll be right back. Gotta go fast. Not gonna miss it twice. Okay, let's see. How many people are here? Oh shit, there's quite a few people here.
The Force will be with you, always.
Bias man, thanks for the resub. Oh man, dude, I can't even sneak into the place. As soon as I pull up, everybody sees me. Well, not everybody. I even tried to come in the back. There's quite a few people here, more than I thought. Oops. Good timing, Nipa, good timing. Uh-oh, Leia descends from the transport as in the distance, a group of TIE fighters appear on the horizon. I think this is a bad time to start this. Start this trading stuff with people. Pooch! What's up, Varys? Alright, I gotta walk around and see who's all here. Who's up on the stage? Got Incendium. Dressed as Leia. The best attempt at Leia they could do, apparently. What's it like to kiss your brother? There's no way I'm going to be able to trade these items to everybody here. Well, they said the event was... Oh, there's X-Wings out here. That's neat. What's up, Nipa? Where's Tick? Tick is actually out with a girlfriend of hers at a fancy restaurant for her birthday. Yesterday was Tikora's birthday, so one of her friends is taking her out to dinner tonight. Otherwise, she would be here. On May the 4th, yeah, some people just don't understand Star Wars. Are those event NPC? No, those are the rebel spawns. I should probably set up a macro for this. Oh, here we go. Event. TIE fighters draw closer and conflict seems inevitable as soldiers move to escort Leia to safety. We'll do the sparkles. Shout. May the 4th be with you all. If you haven't already, see me for a... Oh god, I don't know how to spell commemorative. Commemorative May 4th, 2022 thingy? Like, do I want to say small stim pack? Commemorative May 4th, 2022 trinket. Decoration? Decoration. Item. Item it is. We're going with item. Okay. There's fighting going on. I'm missing it. Thingy. Everybody gets a thingy. Alright, let's go see what the hell what are we missing? There's stuff's happening. We're missing it. Too busy worried about our thingies. Oh, I didn't name it. No, did I lose it? Oh no. May the 4th. There goes my hero. Alright, so Leia, I guess, made it into the shuttle. It's JTL launch day. There's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. So, as many of you probably know, I have not been on SWG all that much lately. When Finalizer launched, it was hype as hell. It was honestly the most fun I had in SWG in a really long time. And then... yeah, it took what, like 2-3 months for things to just kind of go back to the way things were on Basilisk? For the most part. I don't know. I think if I had started a guild and, you know, had more time to invest into it, I probably would have been engaged a lot more. But whatever. It is what it is. I still love the game. It's not as fun as it used to be. Why didn't that shout? Oh god, I'm gonna get mobbed. Here they come. There's too many of them. This was a terrible idea, holy shit. Oh my god. You should log in for one of my thingies. Only if you want. There's no way I'm going to be able to remember who I gave these to. Got fireworks over here. So I guess I should take some, like, cinematic shots now, let's be honest. I'm probably not going to make a theatrical video of this event. If I was, though, this would be a pretty sick shot with the ATST there. I wish the tree wasn't, though. What is it? It is a small stim pack A. Basically, it is the cheapest thing that I could make as a doctor, and I named it May the 4th Be With You in 2022, and then I signed it. So, giving away autographed junk medicine disguised as a commemorative item. Exclusive, exactly. It's an exclusive item. Get them while they're hot. There's no way I'm gonna be able to remember who already got one, so there's really nothing stopping from somebody from getting more than one. But whatever. We're just gonna have to keep doing it in like spurts. I think there's rebel troops up here now that people are fighting. Oh no, they're Imperial troops. Dark troopers. Shells from both the Rebel Alliance and the Empire descent on the island, dropping droops off. The battle for Vreni Island has begun. Oh, poor Fastburn. If Fastburn's doing Dateline, not the droops. If Fastburn's doing this whole event by himself, he's clearly under a lot of stress, a lot of pressure. Not the droops. Hey, it's Varys. And just like real life, I'm going to have... I did a full factory run of these things, not knowing how many people are going to show up to the event. So when this is over, I'm going to have a shitload of these left over just sitting around doing nothing. So that's right, folks. It's going to be like an Easter sale. So like the day after May the 4th, you can get your May the 4th commemorative items at a discount. What is a discount on free, you might ask? You pay me. That's right, it goes negative. If something costs 0 and you get a discount on it, you now owe the seller money. Wait. No, that's not how it works. I give you money. Wait, I don't want to do that either, though. That's a terrible idea. I had it backwards. Alright, we gotta get on a swoop here and see what's going on. What are we missing? Once again, too busy worried about our thingies. Need a community editor, please. Oh, look, ATSTs, events. Oh, there's dudes on this side, too? They're everywhere! Good thing I'm neutral. So I can't do anything. But I'm also not at risk of dying either. Oh, there's rebel troops here. Okay, cool. So maybe I'll see if I can get fast burn in Discord later once the bulk of the event is over. I don't want to interrupt whatever he's doing right now. But if he's running this by himself, he's doing a pretty good job spawning a mix of both Rebel and Imperial NPCs for people to fight. There might be 2 staff here. One spawning Rebel NPCs and one spawning Imperial ones. I honestly don't know. Did they say the event was imp only? No, it's just a PvE event. Unfortunately, they didn't say. Well, I mean, it was kind of implied that it was a factional event through the flavor text, but something to take note of is that if anybody is neutral, like me, you actually can't really participate, which is a little unfortunate, but you know, I think it's important to have a good blend of everything. You know, there's the New Year's Eve event was open to everybody. Neutrals could fight in that too, so I think it's fine. I wouldn't complain that, you know, oh, since this is faction only, that leaves neutrals out. Like, sure, but you have to have a good mix. I think it's fine to have faction-based events every once in a while anyway. Gives you more of a reason to want to join a side anyway. It's a little encouragement. See, this is where if I was filming this instead of streaming it, I'd be like this. I'd go prone and I'd be crawling around and I'd be trying to get all these sexy angles so that I can go back into editing and make like a montage video. I mean, I could still technically do that. Pretty sure I didn't give big ol' stinky Nuss thingy. I don't think he wants to trade, though. No, no trade. Oh well. Wonder if they've scripted spawn templates for this type of thing. I'm 99% sure that they have not, but I know that that is something that they're planning on doing. So it's kind of, I don't know what the word is. They're trying to set up events that take place totally based on server time. Now, they already have a couple of them, most notably Life Day. So, like, when December rolls around, Wookiee Life Day immediately kicks in. Nobody has to, like, go in and change a server setting or anything for that anymore. They have that set up to where as soon as the server knows it's December, the Life Day event starts happening. And they want to start doing that with more events. So, like, Empire Day and, you know, whatever else they want to do. Galactic Moon Festival, whatever the Halloween one was. But they have to set up what they call screenplays that are like scripted, you know, whatever, scripted things for NPCs to do and conversations like dialogue trees and stuff like that. And I would love to kind of like unofficially help out with that kind of stuff, because that kind of stuff is really fun for me to design. So Fastburn and I have talked about that a couple times. Talked about doing a couple different things. I've given him a couple of ideas for different events that they could have for different times of the year. I've seen the holiday special. Long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, I saw the holiday special. So, this is definitely not a pre-scripted event. I can tell you that 100%, because Fastburn actually reached out to me like a week ago asking if I had any ideas for a May 4th event, and I kind of pitched this idea to him. Humble brag. Actually, let's keep that on the DL. I don't think anyone should know that. You guys didn't hear any of that. This was Fastburn's idea. But, oh, the Ewok movie? There was 2 Ewok movies, Varys. There was the Battle of Endor, and then I don't remember the name of the other one. But that's where the Gorax comes from. The Gorax that runs around on Endor comes from the Ewok movies. Anyway, yes, stuff like this will eventually become scripted, but not yet. See, there's a part of me that really wants to try to become an event coordinator. Because, like, I see, like, what's going on here, and yeah, this is fun. But really, like, as a game designer, this is just scratching the surface for me. Like, we've got imps killing rebel NPCs and rebels killing Imperial NPCs. That's fun. It's a good appetizer to an event. But yeah, I don't know. The problem is, the big problem is that I don't know what 100% of the limitations the event staff have. Like, I don't know what's in their toolbox, so to speak, you know what I mean? And some of the ideas I have probably go beyond what tools they have the capability of using. D's Lutz, thanks for the follow. The question is, why wouldn't you want to, or could you ask about that? So there's a couple of things. They've already asked me to. So yes, I could pretty much join the team as an event coordinator right away if I wanted to. The big problem with that is 2 things. One, I don't have nearly as much time as I used to years ago before I got my air traffic control job to dedicate to this. And I understand that's kind of a bullshit excuse, because if I really wanted to, like, I could stop playing other games and dedicate more time to this. So whatever, but you know, I like a variety of games. I don't want to come home from work and have to play the same game over and over again all day, every day. Again, that's a weak argument. The stronger argument, however, is there's a part of me that really likes being an unbiased source of information for the project on YouTube. So, what I mean by that is, those of you that have been following me for years may know that years ago I was a community tester for the project. Now, how much I actually contributed as a community tester is up for debate. But I was on the team as an intern tester. Sure Frowski, thanks for the follow. And I put a video out, I think it was about Publish 9, and I think it was that, like, the Jedi were supposed to be added to Publish 9, but they changed their minds. And then I think what happened is they had told us that the Corellian Corvette was going to be added in Publish 9, but they didn't tell the community yet. And I don't... my memory on this is very foggy because this was years ago, but I think that must have been the case, and I made a video telling people that, hey, you know, Jedi's not going to be in Publish 9, but we're getting the Corellian Corvette instead. And apparently, since the devs hadn't actually made that announcement yet, and it was like I was leaking info, so they kicked me off the team. So there was that. So there were quite a few people on staff that were really pissed at me for that. And it took them a while to kind of get over it and realize that, like, I'm not actually an asshole. But I think there might still be, like, 1 or 2 people on staff that don't like me because of that. I don't know. So the point of that, the whole point of that anecdote was, if I'm on staff, I actually have to kind of filter what I can and can't say in my YouTube videos, because being a member of staff means that what I say reflects the project, right? So I can't come out and be like, you know, oh, the team messed up doing this, or they implemented this and, you know, the community doesn't like it, or whatever. Like, the way I can do my videos now is I can pretty much say whatever I want about the project and get away with it because I'm not officially associated with them. But if I were to become an event coordinator, I could no longer do that. So I would rather sit on the sidelines like I do now, and I would be very happy for the staff to kind of come to me in an unofficial capacity and say, hey, Moby, do you have any cool ideas we could use? And I would be more than happy to provide them with, you know, concepts that they can then take and do whatever they want with. This is getting out of hand. What's going on here? We got ATST still, stormtroopers here. Are there rebel NPCs still? Yep, we got rebel NPCs here. Man, this is a furball. Are these event NPCs? No, they're not. These ATSTs are players. It is pretty awesome to watch, though. I mean, we could just, like, sit up here on the hill and, like, just observe. Yeah, Stormbringer needs to learn how to use a tell pet command. I did see people asking for faction recruiters earlier. That would have been a good idea for them to plant down some pretty obvious Rebel and Imperial faction recruiters before things kicked off. I think there's a Rebel recruiter here in the town because this is a Rebel-controlled town. But I know that the devs can plant faction recruiters. And I am seeing some names that I haven't seen on quite a while. Gotta get all the nice shots. See, I already can't use any of this footage for a video because I got my face cam on the stream. My face is ruining it. If I really wanted to use this footage for a video, I'd have to turn this off. There you go. It's way too late now, though. Oh well. You forgot how much of an epileptic event this game was? Yeah, that's true. The problem is the cap on light sources. I think I've talked about this in streams before, but the Galaxy's client has a cap on how many light sources are allowed to be active at a time. It's really obvious to see this in places with street lamps. So you can see like the street lamp in the background here. You can see how it's got a glow around it when I get close to it because there's a lot of all the other light sources are behind me. If I were to get right up on this lamppost, you'll see it stop flickering because now all the other light sources are all behind me. But once you have other light sources, the street lamp stops providing its own light because the client is already capped out on sources of light. So yeah, all these different special effects and explosions or whatever's too many light sources for the client to handle and it just freaks out. Did I see the Obi-Wan trailer today? I did. I didn't know it was only going to be 6 episodes. That's kind of disappointing. But maybe that means they have a very short and tight story that they want to tell. And there's someone to add to ignore. Jesus Christ. Someone get the aggro in a group so the mages can burn them down. Where can I get my Moby merch? So we're gonna try and do a new store. I did really like the website that I used previously, Bonfire, but they had a pretty limited selection of merch. Their hoodies were amazing, but they didn't really have like a wide variety. It was basically all just different kinds of t-shirts and then hoodies. But like, I want to try to find a place that does like stickers and maybe like coffee mugs and hats. I don't know, just like different shit. Also, Bonfire had a limit on how many colors your image could have. And I had somebody make a new logo that I was trying to get put on a t-shirt. I think I might have shared it in Discord a while ago. But unfortunately, it was shaded really well. And because it was shaded so well, there were too many colors for Bonfire to accept it. So I need to find a new website, like Teespring or something. I don't know. I'm gonna do some research and find out like what all the big streamers and YouTubers do for their merch shops, and just copy them. But yeah, I couldn't use the new logo on the old website. Too many colors. You know, the Obi-Wan show looks interesting. Like I said, I just hope it's a well-written story. 6 episodes, depending on how long they are, could be good. I mean, that's assuming they're like 40-minute episodes. It's like 2 movies. Which is, again, that's good. I don't think we're going to see anything on Bespin, though. Now that I know it's only 6 episodes, I'm pretty sure our locations are going to be limited to Tatooine, whatever that urban town looks like, whatever planet that's on, and the whatever planet the Inquisitor Palace is on. I forget. I think they said it in Jedi Fallen Order, but I don't remember. Shurfrowski, watch more stuff on YouTube for a while, and here, and you love it so far. Keep it up, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. Glad you enjoy the content. Stingray confirmed 40. No, I don't know. I don't know how long the videos or the episodes are going to be. I'm kind of basing that off of how long Mandalorian episodes were, and they ranged from like 30 to 50 minutes. But there's also more Mandalorian episodes per season than there are Obi-Wan. So I'm anticipating the Obi-Wan episodes are going to be longer to compensate for that. But again, that's just a guess. Let's see. There's people hanging out back here still. Whoops. That was dumb. Did I not hear Nar Shaddaa was making its live debut in Obi-Wan? Could be mistaken. I mean, it is hard to tell what planet that town, that like urban environment is going to be on. It could very well be Nar Shaddaa. I would like it to be Nar Shaddaa. I don't think it's going to be, though. You may have dreamed it. Oh, they spawned an AT-AT? Oh, fuck, I'm missing the AT-AT. Damn it. Well, that is not what I thought that was. Back in. Yeah, that is pretty dope. Look at him doing the shuffle, though. Oh, I love how they walk. Oh, here's a noob. Let's give him one item. Alright, so, I mean, there's more shit going on here than I initially thought. How are the pups? The pups are good. Mara's going to the vet on Friday morning. And she's got like a lump on her cheek that they want to get checked out. Baby Cleo's still vicious as ever. Bloodthirsty Cleo. Yo, seriously, like, you can't really see it, but here, like, right... Hold on, let me trade with this guy. In between Takora and I's desks is a very tall window. That actually goes all the way down to the floor. Here. So, in the day, and like Takora has all kinds of like bird feeders and squirrel feeders and stuff outside. So during the day, the dogs just sit here and it's like fucking television for them. They just watch the animals outside, and sometimes like a squirrel will get too close to the window and Cleo will just like attack it through the window. I should actually take my Master Doctor title off so people don't think I'm buffing. Hey, there's Fast Burn. Dude, you wanna come in Discord when you're done? I know you're busy. Figure we talk about what's going on. Meanwhile, over here, somebody's fighting the baby. Oh, it's NPC versus NPC fight. Who's gonna win? Is it the rebel soldier named Sikru? Or the ATST named ATST? Oh no, the AT-AT has engaged Sikru, and now he's flying! Sikru's gone Super Saiyan! Come on, Sikru, you got this. You got this, man. I believe in you. Got ourselves a natural David versus Goliath moment. No! We lost Nasro! I don't know who this was. Oh, he's gone. He's become one with the Force. Whoa, where'd the ATST go? Where'd the ATST go? Oh, was that Nasro's ATST? Oh. I knew you had it in you, Sikru. All you had to do was outlast him. And you did it. This rebel soldier's making it through this war. He's making it through this battle. He's gonna live to tell his grandchildren the tale of how he took on an ATST and then an AT-AT. Oh man, that AT-AT's got a lot of health left. Come on, Sikru! Sikru, you're taking fire! You're taking fire from the left flank! Sikru! Look alive! No! We need a medic! Can I heal him? No, there's no way I could heal him. No. I don't care what happens the rest of this event, we're following this NPC to the end. Can't get a good angle. You had to crouch right next to the bush. That ass. There you go. That's screenshot material right there. Nailed it. Kiva Scobo. Hell yeah, he's related to Kiva Scobo. The Black Sun NPC? Kiva Scobo. This is like promotional material right here. Who's shouting my name from over there? Alright, how you doing? Oh, he's still doing good. Oh shoot, I spammed my macro twice by accident. Oh no, we traded NPCs. Wow, that guy almost died. Where's our boy? There he goes. Sikru's still alive. Where'd he go? Yeah, Sikru! My boy! Where's Fastburn? Oh, here he is. Phil Collins. I'm so sorry. Somebody said that they keep trying to get to me, but they keep dying. I gotta go find this person. Wait a minute, where's the cloning facility here? Is there a cloning facility here? Oh my god, there's not. So people who die have to clone and then shuttle back here? That sucks. I think people are leaving.
Show me the one whose safety deems such destruction.
Oh well.
This is the way.
Where's our boy? Yeah, fully healed, my man. Oh, and he just poofed. Was that it, Fast Burn? I'm not like criticizing. I'm curious if that was all. All right, cool. As an NPC that deserves an in-game marker for his memory. Whoa, that dude just took infinite damage. Fucking Fast Burn's out here. No! No! All these rebels are dying from the Rona. Fast Burn, you can't kill my boy Sikru. This man's he's a hero. Hero of the Alliance. You can't put him down. I don't think I gave one to this guy yet. Oh, it's Uru. Uro. Wait, where'd he go? Oh no, he's still up. I see him walking around like a boss back there. Yes, he's still alive. We're gonna stick with you to the end, man. Wait, can we follow NPCs again? Yes, we can. Cool. Alright. This is the stream for the foreseeable future.
Thanks.
Oh, shoot. Wait, sorry. I didn't realize fast run that you sent me a message. What's up?
Hello.
Like a bantha. So, how many people did you have helping you with this?
I had mostly me.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Was Natasha helped a bunch. But yeah, couldn't get everybody together at this time, so it was just me.
Yeah, I could kind of tell. But you did good for a solo show.
Yeah, there was some cool things I was hoping we could show off, but they're not in the server build we have going right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we have NPCs that can move information,
Okay.
and I was going to use them mostly because one, it's just easier to spawn them as a group rather than spawning the individual ones.
Sure, sure.
And people go through NPCs way too fast. But unfortunately, it's not yet on Finalizer.
So wait, do you have
use
the?
tool.
Can you you can manipulate the ham of the event NPCs though, can't you?
Yes, I can buff them.
What about change their resistances and stuff?
Cannot do that.
Cannot do that. Interesting.
If I have if we're doing a pre-planned scripted event, then I can set the resistances however I want.
Can you take an existing NPC from the game and basically alter it to create your own unique event mob? Like take the appearance of one mob and name it something and change its stats to be something else?
In a screenplay, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we did that a bunch for the Empire Day event last year. Though I intentionally made all of the NPCs in that event, the part of the event that we didn't run, that the screenplay ran, made them a lot easier because I want those kinds of quests to kind of be open to everybody. Like, there is always a fairly easy way to get through them, because I don't expect everybody's going to be geared or even very far into their character to be able to participate, and I don't want to put a bar on them enjoying themselves.
You know, I've had a bit to think about that, and we kind of touched on it a little bit tonight, talking about how, yeah, this is a PvE event, but it was faction based, so people who are neutral like myself can't really participate. Not that didn't bother me at all, because I think it's important to have a little bit of both. But even something as far as what you're talking about, a screenplay that should be available to everyone. I agree. Most of them should be structured in such a way that everybody, regardless of what profession they are, should be able to participate. But I don't think that has to be the case all the time. I think you can have certain things that are gated behind difficult combat, and then if somebody doesn't have a combat tune, they can just go with a group of people. This is an MMO.
you're completely right. But I mean, if it's say you're,
It's got to be balanced though. You know,
yeah,
it can't be
yeah,
not
for sure.
everything.
Yeah, and I mean, sometimes it's you want to have it where you're confronting somebody,
Right.
as part of your quest, and I don't want to make that guy like a 30-minute fight if you don't have friends.
Oh God, no.
I would rather like in a few hits you best him. But yeah, no, you're definitely right, and there's definitely like we're getting more tools online for the event team, which is great. Because we haven't gotten new tools in a very long time, and I think like in the formations were one of them. The formations were actually developed they're a missing feature for bases. So when bases are hacked, reinforcements come in, and they come in formation, and they basically like try and purge through the base while it's ticking down. And Hackery made that into a tool for us. So it really is a pretty cool tool. I've experimented with it.
That sounds neat. Could you somehow take the code, and again, let me preface this by saying this is me who knows jack shit about the structure and the code of the server, but could you somehow take the code that checks the strength of your group when you're picking up missions from a terminal and apply that to a screenplay so that when you're going through like a quest chain, the game checks the strength of your group and spawns a boss that's, roughly the level of your group strength? Or is that like way beyond what you have the capability of?
I don't think we have exactly that kind of capability. We do have the if you've noticed with like screenplays for the village, certain ones like the phase 4 attack where there's just a string of NPCs that come in.
Mm-hmm.
The more people that are there, the more NPCs spawn.
Oh, I didn't know that. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and there's other quests in the Jedi stuff that are proportional. Like the more people that are around when you fight at the capture bases.
Yeah, the phase 3 melee accuracy. I knew about that one.
So it definitely scales a bunch.
So could you use that same sort of logic to where if somebody is like a crafter doing the quest by themselves, it just spawns? Well, okay, so the only thing that's looking at though is quantity, not necessarily overall strength or level.
Correct.
Hmm.
I mean, in theory, so everybody does have effectively a quantifiable level as far as the game is considered, based on the amount of points you've put in.
All right, Pooch, have a good night.
Like how much SP you have left, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's used for a few different calculations. Like, I'm not saying that none of that is impossible. I think it's definitely possible. It's just some things we already use, some things we'd have to kind of request from the developers.
Yeah, hopefully this is the kind of stuff that I think if we could get tools like that implemented, that opens up the door for quest designers to add so much more content to the game.
Oh, for sure. I think it's a really good tool. I'm glad that like even SOE used it because they scaled NPCs. It's just I don't think they went back and looked like, oh, can we add this? Or even in the stuff they did after the village. Because they did quests after the village, and we have most of them active. I think there's 3 quests left for 14.1.
Nice. Sorry, let me interrupt. Wonderhell in Twitch chat. Welcome to the channel. Who am I talking to? This is Fastburn. He is one of the QA and event coordinator on the SWGEmu staff. He's actually the individual who just ran the May the 4th event that just took place here. So now that the event's over, we're bugging him for more of his time to chit chat for a bit. And waiting for him to kill my rebel hero here. Did you see this guy? This guy went toe-to-toe with an ATST and won. And then took on an AT-AT head-on. He's a freaking monster.
I'm glad people got to see the AT-AT. We don't use it very often.
You shouldn't. Honestly, that's the best thing, man. Like, it's like Jaws. The less you see of it, the scarier it is. So, like, the less you use the AT-AT, whenever you guys do decide to whip it out, it's like, oh my god.
Hey, I only brought four. And the first two were because the Imperials thought they would win. And the second two were to give cover for them to retreat. But the idea was that, like, the Imperials were attacking for Leia, and they missed her. But yeah, and you know, events like this, some of these, my big thing is, you know, even if we do screenplay, say this kind of event, or maybe there's even like invasions that happen regularly on an island like this or around a city. The more we can involve people into this, the better. And that also doesn't really preclude not doing an event where the event team has some control, like a finale. I tend to want to do that with like a lot of these events. So at least like with Halloween, for instance, you know, you go through the quest, you do your things, but there was still a bunch of scary mobs that we spawned on Halloween.
So Winterhill is asking, well, first of all, Drake Exer says, shout out to this event coordinator. I never had the chance to attend an event a decade ago, so this was neat. Then Wonderhill is asking, what about weekly PvP events? I'm going to speak a little bit for Fastburn here and say that PvP has been mostly player organized in this community. That doesn't necessarily mean that has to stay that way, but I think if the staff is going to start organizing PvP events, I think that would take a lot of their time away from other more important things currently. Not to say that that can't happen in the future, but what would you have to say about that?
Very true. The biggest thing with me is if staff's going to sponsor a PvP event, which, you know, we have in the past, we probably will in the future. We have to have buy-in from both sides. So, and the reason I want buy-in, like, you know, random people can join, but I want, if you're new to that scene, especially PvP, it's very kind of a niche. I want you to be able to at least be in a group with people who can help you, who can kind of show you the ropes during the event, and have it as a way for both sides to kind of benefit from this kind of publicity. I definitely want to do things more often, but like I do want to get some at least organized like that, so we have a coordinator, say, for the Imperials and a coordinator for the Rebels, so that it's a better time for newer players to join in and take part of it.
Yeah, I remember you guys a couple years ago on Basilisk. Was it on Basilisk or was it on Nova? It had to have been on Bassi. You guys did the abandoned Rebel base PvP event on Dantooine. I don't even know if you were around yet. This was years ago.
Yeah, it was before my time.
That was a good event, but we had there was 100 people on both sides. So there was actually a lot of fighting going on, because if you watch, look, I'm not a huge SWG PvP fan. To be honest, it's kind of boring to me, because it seems like you know who's going to win within the first 20 to 30 seconds of the fight, but the fight itself takes 10 to 15 minutes because everybody's health is so high, and you can insta-heal. So it's 20 minutes of people just running around waiting for the person who we knew was going to lose in the first minute of the fight run out of stims or whatever, or get knocked down and not be able to stand up quick enough.
As far as the group PvP goes,
right, but group PvP is a little different. You're right.
Yeah. On Basilisk, the group PvP tended to be, in my experience, tended to be it was drawn out, but it was usually like when one or two people died, that's when the momentum shifted. But it also depended on who died. If were they a shot caller, were they one of the big DPSers in that group? You know, there's always that kind of thing. Like that, it's very strategic and how you can actually play that kind of thing. But my main thing is, if we're going to do PvP events, is we're just working with the established PvPers for anything that's big and organized, like a fight over a city or at the rebel base, or the imperial base on Mach, or what have you. Like there is a kind of a support there for newer players, because I think it helps people who might like that kind of thing but they don't know where to start. It's a great place to start.
See, this is where I get excited, because Fastburn knows, and the people that are frequent to my streams know, I love game design. So if it were me and I was designing some sort of PvP event, I would make it to where you have multiple objectives to fight over, so that if one team seems to be dominating in one place, the other team can swing to another objective where there might not be as many defenses for the other team and still feel like they're accomplishing something.
Yeah, there's definitely more it doesn't need to be straight out fights. There's tournaments that we can help facilitate. There's player events. There's a player event that's on Saturday that's going to be kind of an organized fight over an area, and I'm willing to work with people on that for sure, and I definitely hope to get like more tools for that would be awesome too. But I
Yeah,
have
for
to talk
sure.
to the devs about that.
I mean, let me put it this way. Imagine a giant PvP battle in Coronet where the event lasts for, let's just say, 30 minutes. And at the end of a 30-minute countdown, and let's say you have like different zones that you can be in control of. You have like the starport, the med center, the cantina, I don't know, like City Hall, and something else. And like at the end of 30 minutes, whichever team has more players in a particular zone is said to have been in control of that zone, and whichever team is in control of more zones wins. That way, it's not everybody just fighting all in one spot. You kind of have to like spread it out. There could be strategy between like, oh, let's attack here, or maybe like people flank around the outside of the city, create a diversion, try to lure people out of a zone so that the other people can move in. Like that would get me interested in PvP.
There's definitely some options there. I can't go into it too much.
And I'm not even saying that this has to be staff organized. Hell, like a fucking guild can throw that together for all I care. You know, just make it interesting.
Yeah, but it's still being able to help with, calculating who's in control of an area. That is definitely something more staff can do, because we can say, okay, how many people are in 128 meters? That kind of thing. Like whenever I'm giving out badges, I know exactly how many people are not even that are eligible, but could receive the badge.
Right. I mean, that's cool. That falls under the category of me not knowing what's in your toolbox.
Our toolbox isn't as great as I think people expect it could be, but the devs are adding more to our deck of cards. But yeah, I definitely would love to do more objective-based fights. Involve do like free-for-alls where everybody goes in a pit and fights each other however they want. You know, give some variety, because I think that's a big spice for a lot of people is they don't want to do the same exact thing each event.
Right.
Even if it's the same PvP, they want to kind of change it up. Ooh, I just got sent like 20 photos from the event.
Yeah, I way overproduced these items, and I don't think I will ever be manually handing items out at an event ever again. That was a terrible idea.
It's very, very good thought.
I'm telling you, man, you just need to make it to where I can... It doesn't even have to be me. It could be you. Somebody places one of those scavenger hunt loot boxes within city limits. That's the perfect solution to this. Because the game already limits you from only taking one out.
Something like that is definitely possible.
Or an NPC that you can talk to who gives you the item at the end of a dialogue.
Yeah, NPC is probably the better idea.
On one server, there was a PvP event in a long, multi-level building. Each team started at opposite ends, had to fight through NPCs and the other team to take the opposing starting room. Lasted for a couple hours and was a blast. Yeah, see, that would be fun. Man, like, yeah. I get excited when I start thinking about clever design ideas. I'm telling you, when you guys like post 1.0 or whatever, if you add like a position to the team that's like quest designer, that might get me to join.
I mean, that is basically what the event team is doing now. It's not just random, events that we manually run. We are making effectively quests every few months for the reoccurring events. So, and I think that's going to happen more and more. But our process compared to, I guess I want to say it like this, is when you compare it against how SOE had it, because there was this big GCW, or not GCW, but Games Developer Conference.
GDC, yeah.
Yeah, the GDC video with Rich Vogel and with Ralph Koster.
I'm not familiar with the one. Well, I'm not sure I'm familiar with the one. Was it the one where the kid stands up and asks why the NGE came out 6 months after the CU?
No, this was...
Because that's my favorite video on the YouTube, if you've never seen it.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Okay, well, you finish your story and then I'll tell you this.
It's actually from the last GDC, like 6 months ago or so. And it's on YouTube now. It was exclusive for a little while. But basically they talk about the development of the game, when they were brought on, how things kind of progressed. And their big thing was when it came to like content, they knew that they needed more content. They had been working on games that really kind of set that up as well. And I just, from what I understand, even with what I have right now, with my process for making a scripted event, is a lot more manual and painful compared to what they could do, and they didn't even have great tools at the time.
Yeah. Damn, I'm just looking at this video now. Nobody's commented on this video in 12 years. I should reach out to this kid and see if I can get him in Discord. This dude's probably like 40 by now. Hold on, I'm gonna put this on stream. The quality is potato and a half. This video was posted April 3rd, 2008.
Let's do the postmortem. Oh, these guys were something else, though. They GDC posted the what was it? The Star Wars mobile game as the backdrop for talking about SWG.
Mm-hmm.
They fixed it, but
Terrible.
for like a week, it was like, oh my god, how? It's like you could have at least used SWTOR. It would have been at least a little bit closer to the right graphical era.
All right, here. I'm gonna put this on the stream. I'm sure you have it muted so you can hear me in Discord, but unmute the stream and give this a listen because it's absolutely hilarious. It's really hard to actually understand him.
My question is...
Bear with me.
Yes. But my question is, why did the CU even happen? Y'all had to have implemented the NGE for a long time before it came out. And why did it just suddenly, change the game twice in 6 months? Because there's no way you developed the NGE in 6 months.
Okay, so if you couldn't understand what he just asked, he says, why did the CU even happen? He says, you all had to have been planning the NGE for more than 6 months. And if you knew the NGE was going to happen, why did you bother changing the game twice within 6 months? That's a great question. Let's hear what the guy had to say.
Well, the real answer to that is, we want to come up with...
One way. Another thing, do not use the term iconic or Star Wars.
Do not use the words iconic or Star Wars in your answer.
The real answer to that is, as Grant said, this is an evolving game, and we want to get it right. We want to make an incredible online Star Wars experience. And we really believe that the system that was in there, the combat system that was playing out, was more like, when I was playing it, I actually felt like I was watching two characters play, or 3 or 4, whichever. I never felt like I was in there. I never felt like I was really part of the deal. Now, you are part of what's going on, and what you do really matters in combat, especially after differentiation. So that is much more of a game mechanic that I think is not only Star Wars, but fun.
Wait.
I think we used to call this combat sandwich combat, where basically you press the button and you make a sandwich. That is not the kind of game that represents the goal that you have. So I understand that change is hard, and change is very hard for people to get used to a certain way. But the reality is that this particular system represents much more what somebody can actually immerse themselves in.
We understand that you did the NGE. The question is, why did the CU even come out? Why the NGE had to be in development?
Yeah.
Combat upgrade did not go over well. It was actually...
But I'm saying the NGE had to take longer than 6 months to develop because the CU came out 6 months later with NGE. Why did the CU even come out if you were already planning on releasing the NGE?
We weren't.
So you're telling me you developed NGE in 6 months time?
Yes.
What explains the bug?
So, I don't know if you guys could hear it. Could you understand it? Basically, he's driving home. Why did the CU come out? If the NGE comes out 6 months later, you all couldn't have developed it. And they were like, well, yeah, we developed it in 6 months. And he's like, that explains everything.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you think about it, from what we understand, when they started work on the CU, that was people, they were talking about the combat upgrade like a year and a half before it came out. Like right after launch. Oh, we know this is broke. Oh, we know this is broke. We're going to fix it in the curb. And I think it was literally a matter of they fixed it, and then instead of refining what they had, they just threw their hands up and, made a WoW clone.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway, what else are you doing the rest of the night?
Not too much. Probably work on some tickets and get some stuff together for what we're doing on TC Prime.
Oh yeah, which is?
We're testing some new content.
Anything big?
Rather fairly big.
JTL win?
No, not G.
Oh.
Though that is being worked on.
I know.
And actually, I think Phoenix has made some pretty good steps in how we track things in space. It's not, the floodgates haven't opened or anything, but one of the big things for tracking kind of is he's testing against, and it's a good sign.
Sabak minigame. I know there's a server out there that already has either Sabak or Pazak coded in, and
This Empire in Flames.
yeah.
It looks nice. I haven't done it, but I trust that it's pretty cool based on what I've seen from the developer.
I would love to design my own in-game card game. As a matter of fact, I've started working on one that is played through the trade window. It's very difficult to design a card game around the limitations of the SWG trade window, however. Granted, or given the fact that you cannot remove an item from the window without closing the window completely. Makes it very difficult. The fact that you can put any item into the window from your inventory at any time means there can never be a differentiation. What word am I looking for there? Difference? There can never be a distinction between the cards in your hand and the cards in your deck, because there's no way you can draw cards. So, I don't know. I mean, I actually have a prototype game working back on Basilisk. So it is doable. It's just not a very conventional card game. But the idea has always been there, floating around in the back of my head.
Well, I mean, there's one thing that SOE did. There's a lot of things that SOE did, and then they thought better of it. But don't ask me why they thought better of it, because they were on to something in a lot of these cases. One of the cases was they had started development of a graphical interface for gambling, for the mini games for gambling.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of it being command-based, you'd actually have a GUI to touch and hit and press and...
I mean, that would be nice.
They also did that for, like, the guild menu. I don't know exactly how... Oh, really low power. I don't think they're working. But yeah, they also had one for the guild menu that was like one actual page for...
Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Why did that get scrapped?
I don't know. It's there. It's in your files right now. It's just not hooked up. Like, they never did the client work to hook it up. They just had the like the template set up in your files. They just abandoned the work.
That's a
Unfortunately,
crime.
they've done that. Oh yeah, the guild thing would be huge. Really
I mean,
wish
at
they-
least a window to let you see who in the guild is online. Or at least, you know, like who's in the guild instead of having to go to a guild management terminal. Because when I ran a guild, I had to add every single guild member to my friends list. I mean, it's not as terrible as an issue now that we have like Discord and stuff, but back in the TeamSpeak era, it was a nightmare.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do with all these.
Seeing if I can find these images so I can share them with you. Sorry, I'm still going through this.
It's all good. I'm just trying to think of what else I can do. About to bust FTL back out.
I wish I could bust JTL back out.
Hell yeah. I was waiting for someone to make a joke about that.
Yeah, the good thing is like I said, there's actual movement happening. Soon, we'll actually have to test it. So, and that's a good time. Will it ever be on Finalizer? I don't know, but at some point we're going to need to start doing tests, and it's going to be probably boring.
I don't know, man. If I'm flying around in an X-Wing, it's probably not going to be too boring.
Yeah, if there's only thing to shoot is other players, though.
That's not boring. Dude, just flying around is fun. I don't even have to be shooting anything. Here, I know what we'll do to kill some time.
I know who showed me this stuff, so I'm just digging through my PMs with.
Have you guys seen Shotgun King, the final checkmate? This is it. I'm skipping the story. Not important. What's important is the gameplay. Okay. So you play as the Black Knight. Or, I'm sorry, you play as the Black King, and you have a shotgun. Your goal is to eliminate the White King. You can only move one square like a king can in chess. Or you can shoot your shotgun. The enemy pieces can move the way like those pieces in normal chess can. So pawns can only move forward, bishops can move diagonally, or etc. But they move, like when they start wiggling like this, shows you that they're about to move. So if I move forward here, you'll see that bishop moves. Now the knight's going to move next. Then the pawn, etc., etc. And now all those guys are going to move on the next turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot this knight. There you go. And actually, since I killed the knight, I picked up the knight's soul. So now I could spend this to move once like a knight. Which I'm going to do. I'm going to move down to here. And shoot this bishop. There you go. So whenever you shoot, you either have to click this to stay stationary and reload, or if you move, you reload as well. So I'm going to try and get around all these pawns. I'm going to get checked here. It's fine. Ooh, I might have just screwed myself. King's got 3 health left. I'm trying to kill this rook. Cool, that'll help. Damn. Don't be. Oh, dude, I'm gonna lose on fucking floor 1. There we go. So then it becomes a roguelike where after every floor you have to choose between 2 options. Each option gives you a bonus and gives the other team a bonus. So this one lets me fire after moving, but the other team will get 2 knights at the start of turn 20. This one gives me an extra soul slot and 1 extra ammo, but they lose a bishop and gain 6 pawns. I think I'd rather go with that. You like strange games? It's fun, man. It's very brainy. It's like a puzzle. Done. You're sending me a link on Discord. Is another strange game. Oof. Oh, come on. That was close. Oh, Star Wars related?
Sent you a bunch of things.
Alright, let's see. What's the best way to, close that for now. What am I looking at with the movement videos?
So the current movement is is an example of the way movement is right now in Finalizer, and the possible future movement patch is actually a something that's on Garrett on the code submission that kind of revamps movement and kind of a way to show you.
So all I see is a guy chasing a yellow line.
Yes,
So what am I looking at?
I'll explain it, but you see how like he clipped into the wall. It was updating quite a bit differently. Now go to the second one.
Well, explain to me, what is the yellow line?
The yellow line is the way the system expects you to move. It's basically a prediction based on your current movement.
Okay, so that time he didn't clip through the wall, but he also didn't go through the doorway, which he did in the first video, didn't he? No, maybe not. No, he ran past it, like around the corner.
Yeah, and he glitched through the wall, or it looked like he glitched through the wall.
Correct.
To the second observer.
But the guy never goes around the corner in the second video, so how do we'd have nothing to, there's no comparison being made here, Fast Burn?
Yes, there is. I mean, he didn't retrace the exact steps, but the idea that you're seeing the difference between them is that that prediction is updated far more often.
Okay.
And part of how we have movement set up currently is we don't update in some situations, and we update way too much in other situations in movement. So, like when you get knocked down, you update the server, and the server updates you like 10 times more than any other movement in the rest of the game. Anytime you make a stance change, like you go kneeling, you go prone, you get killed, you get KD'd, you get posture down, all of that actually sends more packets out between you and the server, and you and observers than is reasonable. It was something we noticed when they were working on drag, because drag updates players while they're in a state of being knocked down or dead.
Not gonna lie, this looks 100% fan made.
It isn't. Look at the second one. You can see what file it's in.
Okay. So what are we looking at here? One of those wheels?
Yeah. I think there were multiple screens, but yeah.
Okay, this looks like this is a lug jack, and this behind it is the Jubilee wheel or whatever, however you say it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jabba's jackpot. All right. Interesting. And here's the guild page.
Imagine. Just imagine. You actually be able to control who has, like, in one screen, who has permissions in the guild, who's a friend or enemy, guild war and stuff, and your members.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, just little work in progresses that they never finished. It would have really helped, I think, with if just the guild one was put in. And who knows, maybe someday we can do something like that.
Someday.
And that's obviously a lot of like client stuff because you have to hook it up with calls and stuff with the client, and yeah, way beyond my expertise.
All right. Well, this is a fun event. I think I'm actually going to wrap it up and head out. I'm not sure when Tick's going to get home, but I got some things I need to do before she gets home.
Okay, man.
So
Thanks for coming out.
yeah, man. Thanks for stopping by Discord when you were done. Good event. Good shit. Well done.
Yeah, we got Empire Day next month. And we got a player event on Saturday, a PvP one.
I do not believe I'll be around for the Saturday one, but maybe Empire Day. We'll see if I'm, depending on my work schedule.
I feel you. That one at least will last, what is it, 5 days or whatever? So people can participate, and it'll be a little bit different than it was last year.
All right. Sounds cool. Be sure to hit me up on Discord so I can try and get an announcement out beforehand.
Sure.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I'll probably be streaming it again some point this week, but I don't know exactly when. But that's it for tonight. So have a happy 4th, everybody. Have a good night, and we'll see y'all later.